guys, Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Gonna break down a little BB box lesson right now. This BB box is this great little spot on the guitar where you can mix and match parts of the major pentatonic with the minor pentatonic and the blues stuff. All of it in one tiny little perfect box for blues soloing. I hope you guys dig it. I actually have a whole course on the BB box that's in my Tasty Zone bundle. So I'll leave a link for that in the description below. Maybe pin the first comment down there for that. It's got a whole section on this BB box. But here's a lesson on it for free right now. Here we go. All right, so if we're playing blues in A, then I'm going to show you the BB box for the key of A. I find it by finding the root on the B string and putting my index finger there. So normally you would, in the regular minor pentatonic, you have this great little box. It's still the most epic box, probably. All that right there. But if we put our index finger on that root, so that which is the 10th fret B string, an A note, think of your index there, and then you have this little same shaped box. So it'd be 11 on the G, 10 to 12 on the B, and then 10 to 12 on the high E. It's not really the minor pentatonic or the major pentatonic, because the minor pentatonic right here would be, and the major pentatonic off that spot would actually be, but instead we're playing. So it's like a little hybrid thing, but it's really the bending and your choices of that minor pentatonic and major pentatonic are really the main reason for the BB box, and just that BB King kind of did all his soloing primarily in that spot. I want to look at the major sounding licks that are in this spot. Big characteristic of the BB box is that major 6, which is going to be that 11th fret on the G string, sliding into it, and then the root on that 10th fret B string. In fact, you could just try and improvise a solo over a blues just using the 2-note solo method of those 2 notes. You can pick any 2 notes, but all right, so I went out of it at the end there, but that's just a great little thing to kind of be aware of. But then you have that 12th fret on the B string. But what we really like is all the bending on that 12th fret B string, because you can get into the minor pentatonic by just doing a half step bend on that, because the minor pentatonic is, which you can do that too, but from there, which is like, I guess, the BB box note, instead of just playing, you have more micro bending, I guess you could say. All just If I go too far, it goes to the major third. Which, when you play the 4 chord in a blues, that's not a great note. So the whole step bend is good on the 1 chord. For the sweeter, happier sound. And then on the 4 chord, it's not a good note, so you'd be half step. The 5 chord, you can do that whole step bend, but the natural note right there is a chord tone. Yeah. E7 I'm playing, or okay, so now on the high E string, normally the major pentatonic would be that. But instead we're doing this, which is the 2 notes in the minor pentatonic. So right away you have the blues note right there. And I'm just playing that minor note right there for that part. But you could go. That's all minor blues scale. So just when I play the blues note, I want to, just my ear wants to hear the rest of the blues scale. 12, 10, 13, 10, 11, 12, back down. You can mix and match those still, like everything we've been doing. But something that's really nice is that 12th fret high E string in this BB box. You can do a whole step bend. But you can also do the minor, which would be a whole and half step bend. There's a lot of expression in that. So I'm just bending this up to that G note. And then down the blues scale. You could also go bending that a half step to that note. That was a minor pentatonic lick. So instead of that, I went to that 13th fret and bent that up a whole step. So another thing, when you're not playing that major 6 right there, you can play the 12th fret G, bend that up to the root, and then the 10th fret B is that same note, the root A. So you can do that kind of stuff, or so one more little spot here, bending the 12th fret B string, and then going 10-12 on the high E from that bend. It's all part of the box right there. And if we're really going to say BB from BB box, then you got to have the root stab up top there, which would be the 15th fret. Oh, I'm sorry, the 17th fret, which is an A note again. I hope you guys dug the lesson. Thank you again for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. Also, hope you enjoyed that BB Box technique lesson. I've got a bunch more where that came from at the martymusic.com website, so be sure to check the description below or the first comment down there. Really appreciate it, and hope to see you again. Take care.